What's up everybody? So today is a very awesome day. I am taking a look at the 2017 Ford Mustang Shelby GT350. Huge shout out to Mooresville Ford for providing the vehicle for today's video. Be sure to check out the link to their website in the description below. So this is the king of the Mustang lineup. You can also opt for the R model, which is more track focused. So today, let's take a look at the Shelby GT350. And the model we're looking at today is finished off in Oxford white, has the blue racing stripes, and has an MSRP of $59,000. Underneath the hood is a 5.2 liter naturally aspirated 8-cylinder engine. It cranks out 526 horsepower at 7,500 RPM and 429 pound-feet of torque at 4,700 RPM. The engine is hand-built with a plaque on the left side. And for the Shelbys, the engine is only paired to a 6-speed manual transmission. And the power is sent to the rear end through a 3.73 torsion limited slip rear differential. And with a curb weight of around 3,700 pounds, expect to see gas mileage at 14 miles per gallon in the city with 21 miles per gallon in the highway, all on a 16-gallon fuel tank. But more importantly, the vehicle can accelerate from 0 to 60 in between 4.1 and 4.3 seconds, 0 to 100 comes in at 8.9 seconds, and 0 to 150 miles an hour comes in at 22.1 seconds. The car features 6-piston Brembo brake calipers up front with 15.5-inch 2-piece cross-drilled discs. And then for the rear, you get a 4-piston Brembo brake caliper with a 15-inch 2-piece cross-drilled disc. And you get 19-inch black painted aluminum wheels in all 4 corners, measuring 11 wide in the rear with 10.5 wide up front, wrapped in Michelin Pilot Super Sports. And with these brakes and tires, you can expect to see 70 to 0 braking distance of 171 feet and a skid pad of 1G. For overall dimensions, the wheelbase is 107.1 inches, the overall length is 188.9 inches, and the overall height is 54.2 inches. The front end of the Shelby is extremely bold and aggressive looking. The front end has a very wide appearance. All the black accents in the lower front splitter, with Shelby written down below. The blue racing stripes really add some great contrast to the white color. Get the fog lights down below, with the LED headlights, the Shelby logo in the grille, the black accents coming down. And then up on the hood, we get the functional hood vent, aiding in heat extraction for the engine. And then coming to the side of the vehicle, the front quarter panels have the GT350 badge, along with a functional vent. And back to the 19-inch wheels. And the car also has Ford's Magna Ride suspension that continuously monitors road conditions to ensure the most comfort and performance. The overall side profile is similar to the normal Mustang, has some nice ground effects with the lower side skirts, the front vents add some great character, and coming to the rear end we have the deck lid mounted spoiler, adds a great amount of flair to the rear end. And then down below we have the 3-dimensional taillights we saw for 2015. And then in the back, each Mustang actually has a different badge. And for the Shelby, of course, you get the Shelby Snake with the GT350. Finishing up with a lower diffuser and dual exhaust. And this is an active exhaust system. And once we start up the car in just a little bit, we'll get to hear the difference between normal and sport. And now with the key, we'll go ahead and take a look at the interior. You get the Shelby badge on it. Keeping the key in my pocket, I'll go ahead and just grab the door handle. Car automatically unlocks. Let's check out the interior. All the Shelbys come fully black leather interior with a lot of micro suede and Alcantara accents. The door panel has a combination of black leather and black Alcantara with white stitching along it, black chrome accents, your 2 window controls as well as your mirrors. And then along the door sill we get Ford Performance written out. And these are the 6-way power adjusting seats, finished off in more black leather, little gray stitching, and then nice black Alcantara in the centers. And these are heated and ventilated front seats. You can actually see the perforations in the Alcantara. And for the steering wheel, you get a combination of black leather and black Alcantara, flat bottom design, more white stitching, and then the black leather ring up top. And now inside the vehicle, let's go ahead and show some of the cool buttons. You have your toggle switches down below with your active exhaust system, your launch control, traction control, and then your hazards. So let's go ahead and start it up. And then toggling the exhaust mode button. That exhaust definitely sounds insane, and when you are on the inside toggling between the 2 modes, definitely sounds much different. And a cool thing is, up on the dash there's a heads-up display. It's hard to see on camera. You can see those amber lights. Got a rev counter up there. And then looking on the steering wheel, you have more driving modes, your suspension and steering. You can change between normal and sport, and then for the steering mode, you can change the feel of it, going into normal, sport, and comfort. That'll change how light and how heavy the steering wheel is. You have all your Bluetooth and audio controls. And then on the left side, you have your headlight controls as well as dimming the dash. Nice looking tach on the left side with a red line of over 8,000 RPM. You can go through a bunch of different modes on the steering wheel with the digital display in the center. All sorts of different variables you can check out. Track apps. You can also control it there. And then for launch control, you can actually set the RPM to whatever you desire, between 4,000 and 6,000. And you can also just activate it on and off. You have your speedometer on the right side as well as your fuel level. Great looking dash with some more black leather along it, air vent up top, and then nice looking black aluminum feel with an oil pressure gauge on the left side and then your oil temperature on the right side. Then the touchscreen navigation display, volume control on the left side, your tune for the radio, all different settings. You can go to your navigation, different apps, and all sorts of features in there. And then all your climate control settings in the center. Like I said earlier, you have heated and ventilated seats in this model. 3 different settings for each one. Your temperature control, on and off switch. Then back to those toggles. This does have a shaker audio system, a little bit of storage. Then your 6-speed manual transmission. You get the red ring around it. Reverse up to the left, and you do get a backup camera. Transmission is very short feeling. Leather wrapped park and brake with your cup holders. And a little bit of space down in here with an auxiliary port and a USB. And we'll check out the glove box. Normal amount of space in there. And then you get the cool GT350 badge with the chassis number. Then another look at the interior. You can also opt for the Recaro racing seats, a little more aggressive bolstering. I don't believe you will get heated or ventilated as an option with that seat, but these ones have great bolsters, very premium feel, GT350 embossed up top. And then of course you have rear seats in the Mustang, pretty good amount of size for a coupe like this. You're not expecting to go on a long road trip back here, but they are usable for space and people. And let's start it up one more time. Go over some of the cool other features about it. So using the selector on the left side, go into track apps, and we have the line lock, optimal for drag racing. It'll lock the front wheels. Then you can do a burnout, heat up those rear tires, of course launch control like we saw, all those different modes. And then for launch control, just toggling it up and down. Traction control on and off. And then of course the suspension steering. And now to take a look at the trunk space, just press the button down here. Go ahead and pop the trunk. You can also just double tap on the key fob. And you can see the rear view camera. Plenty of space back in here. The Mustang does have a nice amount of space for the overall interior. Seats do fold down flat. Overall, this is a fantastic looking interior. All the materials are very premium feeling. Nice aluminum accents, premium feeling leather and Alcantara. While these aren't the Recaro seats, they're very supportive. Absolutely love the materials on them, and the overall fit and finish is really nice for this car. So now inside the Mustang, we'll go for a small test drive just around the parking lot. Being super brand new, we can't put miles on it. So starting it up, and then it's very cool how turning the active exhaust on and off. So much different with the active exhaust. And I will say the ventilated seats is a great option on a 95-degree day like today. So let's just cruise around the parking lot and get an initial feel of the car. So far the seats are one of my favorite parts. They are very comfortable. The bolsters are as aggressive as you really need for any kind of street driving. Plenty of support in them. The Alcantara in the center will give you tons of grip, and the bolsters are a great size. Not too aggressive to where it's difficult to get in and out of, but they are a great choice. And like I said, the ventilated seats are great to have. The clutch is very light feeling. It's not super heavy. You would expect it to be heavier in a V8 like this, but extremely fluid to use. The shifter, super short and very direct. It's easy to pick the gear going into second. Very fluid to use. And then the steering wheel is another great point in the vehicle. Being a performance car, of course, the steering wheel is a big deal. The Alcantara, so much grip for you. You never have to worry about your hands slipping. Flat bottom is very aggressive, and the stripe on the top. So really nice sitting in it, and I do like the view out of it. The hood is super aggressive. I can see the hood stripes as well as the contours in it leading to that vent up front. And I can see a little bit of the wheel arches. The overall visibility is as good as you would expect. I mean, the Mustang, it's pretty easy to see out of. And then putting the exhaust into the active mode, just doing a little first gear pull. Sounds so good. You can hear that V8 as it should sound. Sounds incredible with the active exhaust on. And I like how you have the shift lights up on the dash. Very good for track and performance driving. Then we'll dial it back down into normal mode. So just driving the Shelby in the parking lot, it's really comfortable to sit in. I like the overall view. All the materials are nice when you touch them. Everything looks like it's very high quality built. The V8 sound is insane, and I know with the performance of this car, I've seen videos of tracking these cars and all sorts of performance videos. This car is a true sports car, and Ford has done such a good job creating the new Shelby as just an amazing track car, but still it's a great daily. I would love to have this as my daily driver. Comfortable, extremely practical with a nice trunk and rear seats, and the soundtrack it makes is incredible, and the performance I know is insane with this car. Well, there you go, everybody. That is a full look at the 2017 Ford Mustang Shelby GT350. This car is a track-ready monster. Ford is killing it right now with their track-focused vehicles, the Ford Focus RS, of course, the two Shelby models, and then the crazy Ford GT coming out. So Ford is doing a great job. Huge thank you to the guys at Mooresville Ford for allowing me to come out here and film this car. They had a GT350R 2 days ago, but it sold within 40 minutes, so wasn't able to get my hands on that car. But just checking out the normal GT350, this car has so many great amenities that are luxurious, like the seating and the navigation and all those kind of things, but then the performance this car has to offer, you really can't find in a car that's 60 grand. So I hope you all enjoyed the video. This car is so cool. I really enjoyed checking it out. I love everything about it. It's really impressive, and I can't wait to hopefully check one out in a real test drive environment, maybe on the track or in the mountains someday. That would be tons of fun. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Be sure to give it the thumbs up if you did. Don't forget to check out Mooresville Ford's website in the description below. So thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you all next video.